Good evening, football fans. Welcome to our coverage of Portage Central football powered by PCTV. Tonight, the 5-3 Lakeshore Lansers come to town to take on the 7-1 Portage Central Mustangs. I'm Ben Sonday, alongside my broadcast partner Drew Kucera, and we'll be calling the action this evening. Before we start, Drew, give us a rundown.
The Mustangs are red hot at the moment, winning 6 straight and are playing their best football of the season. They've been a dominant force on both sides of the ball, but their defense has really been turning heads. Led by a ferocious front seven and senior playmakers such as Karsten Sternstein, Danny Calhoun, and Alex Tangeman. They've been making life difficult for any offense that comes their way. Portage Central isn't just playing for a win tonight, they're playing for an outright SMAC championship.
On the other side, Lakeshore's heading in tonight's game with a 2-game losing streak. The Lancers faced a brutal 35-0 loss on the road against St. Joe 2 weeks ago. Last week, Lakeshore led Portage Northern 17-10 heading into the fourth quarter before giving up 28 consecutive points, falling to the Huskies by a score of 38-17. Look for the Lancers to try to confuse the Mustang defense tonight with their numerous offensive formations. So despite recent setbacks, they'll be eager to make a statement tonight. Drew's going to start with giving us Lakeshore's keys to the game tonight.
Okay, so for Lakeshore, the first key of the game is to stop the run. The Mustangs love to run the football, and they barely ever pass. So if Lakeshore can stop the run, they should give the Mustang offense a very hard time today. The second key for Lakeshore is to confuse the Mustang defense. Lakeshore runs a very balanced offense with a good mixture of passing and running the ball, so they need to keep the Mustangs on their toes and keep them guessing on defense. And the final key for Lakeshore is to play a complete game. As we said earlier, Northern was losing to them by 7 points heading into the fourth quarter, and they ended up losing 38-17. So Lakeshore needs to finish the game if they ever have a lead.
Now on the side for Portage Central really needs to focus on their good perimeter blocking tonight. If they do throw the ball, they're looking to get out in space, and they need that perimeter blocking. And they want to make sure that Lakeshore will throw the ball tonight. Commit to throw the ball. We know that Portage Central has a good pass defense, and we'll see how that goes tonight. and finally dominate the line of scrimmage. That front seven we talked about for Portage Central is going to be key for the Mustangs tonight if they want to clinch the SMAC championship. And we're off here at McCamley KNIGHT Field. Portage Central will kick off to Lakeshore to start the first half. They'll receive the ball to start the second half.
Sean Myers with a good kick into the end zone there.
Jake Den Duven in at quarterback for the Lansers. The 6'2" junior will lead the Lakeshore offense tonight.
Let's see what play they go with first here. Are they going to run or pass this ball? Line up with 4 receivers.
Bubble screen out to the right side, and he's got some room to run. And on the first play, he'll get about 8 down to the 29-yard line.
It's a good gain for the start for Lakeshore.
Nolan Bloomquist there with an early tackle. Look for him to make some big plays here in that secondary tonight. Lancers will line up with 3 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, in shotgun formation with the running back behind the quarterback. They'll hand it off again, and this time the Mustangs are there. They'll be stopped a yard. They'll lose a yard, and that'll bring up the first 3rd down of the night.
Big play from Carson Schnernstein there. He was big in Northern's game, and now he's going to be hopefully big today for the Mustangs.
Early opportunity for the Mustangs to get off the field here on 3rd down. Drops back, finds an open receiver, and he'll get the first down, but there's a flag back at the 25-yard line, and this one might be coming back. That's Zach Ort, the 6'3" senior. We'll see what this call is. For the moment, Lakeshore converts the first down to the 40-yard line. Off a nice ball from Jake Denduven. And this is going to be coming back here. We'll hear the call.
Ineligible receiver downfield, number 5. 10-yard penalty, replay first down.
They'll call an ineligible receiver downfield. And, yep, they'll replay 3rd down. So Lakeshore is going to have about 3rd and give or take about 10 yards to go. Back at their own 20-yard line.
It was a promising passing play from Lakeshore there. Good completion, got good yards, just, I guess, bad play design, having a illegal player downfield.
Mustangs get another chance to get off the field here on 3rd down. Dan Duven drops back in shotgun formation. Looking left. He's got it is picked off. Carson Schnurstein, the senior, intercepts it, and the Mustangs will take over at the Lakeshore 30-yard line.
It's a great play from Carson there. He reads the quarterback's eyes. Looks like Lakeshore tried running the same exact route as last time, finding that slant across the middle. But Carson reads it perfectly, and the Mustangs have the ball.
Dan Duven looked the same way as he did before, and Carson Schnurstein was there that time for the interception. Mustangs will have it at the Lakeshore 31-yard line. Peyton Porter under center with senior Tomas Lane in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Lane, and he'll just get about 2 yards to the 29.
That should be the game plan for Lakeshore there. Stop the run. That's what we talked about earlier. If they stop this run, the Mustangs offense will probably struggle, and we'll have to look to pass.
If Lakeshore can commit the Mustangs to throw the ball tonight, they're going to have some success, but it's hard when you got so many senior playmakers in the backfield with Tomas Lane. You got Carson Schnurstein, Nick Green, Peyton Ruthven in there. A lot of options for the Mustangs and Mick Enders to go through on offense. Porter under center, 2nd down. They'll hand it off And that's Tomas Lane again. He'll get to about the 26-yard line, and it'll bring up the Mustangs' first third down of the night. It'll be 3rd and 5 at the Lakeshore 26-yard line. They'll hand it off. That's Nick Green. He's got a gap. Nick Green cuts back. He might go. Oh, and it's fumbled and recovered by Lakeshore. Nick Green fumbles at the 1-yard line, and Lakeshore recovers, and they will take over at the Mustang 2-yard line.
Oh my, what a tackle there from Lakeshore. That is the reason why you never give up on a play. Lakeshore from behind tackles Nick Green, and he fumbles the ball. He's going to want that one back.
Just great play by the Lakeshore defense right there, saving the touchdown from Green, and their offense will be back, but in a tough spot at their own 2-yard line. Van Duven will drop back in shotgun formation. No running back. 5 receivers outside, 4 on his right, 1 on his left. See if the Mustangs can bring some pressure here. He'll drop back, look for the screen, and he'll have it out to the right side. Only a few yards, though. He'll get maybe to, that's all the way up to the 15-yard line, and that's going to be good for a Lakeshore first down.
Good play from Lucas Fay there. They're starting to go to that screen a lot, and that's been pretty successful at the start. Let's see if the Mustangs can adjust to that.
Yeah, we've seen them multiple times already from this Lakeshore offense. We'll see what defense coordinator Trevor Haas will adjust to that as the game goes on tonight. Van Duven, shotgun formation, running back to his right. He'll drop back. He'll look over his shoulder and just overthrows him.
Lakeshore hasn't looked to run the ball yet.
He was looking for his 6'5" senior, Matt Vaughn. Matt Vaughn can play wide receiver, tight end, quarterback, and like we said, he's 6'5". He's a big target for Van Duven, and we'll see how they utilize him tonight. Should be a big part of this offense if they look to continue this passing game. Hands it off. Oh, no, keep it, and he just missed his wide receiver there. Fake the give and missed the screen pass, but that'll bring up another third down opportunity for this Mustang defense to get off the field.
Lakeshore yet to run it still. Guess they want to keep their quarterback confident after the interception. Hasn't been working out too well, though, so far.
I imagine they look to pass here on 3rd and 10. 3 receivers to his left, 1 on the right. He'll drop back, looks left, and that ball's in the air and incomplete. He overthrew Jordy Morris, and that'll bring up 4th down, and Lakeshore will punt.
It's good coverage from the Mustangs there. Never looked like Lakeshore had a chance of catching that ball. 3 players surrounding him on the end line there. Good coverage in the end.
Besides that opening screen pass, the Mustangs were able to get off the field pretty quickly, and they should have pretty good field position as that's Joseph Ray back there to return this punt. And it's a pretty short kick that'll stall at around, take a Mustang bounce and stay down at around the 37-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will take over.
Let's see if the Mustangs this drive can hold on to the ball and get in that end zone.
Is down at the 38-yard line. Portage Central first and 10.
Mustangs will take over on offense once again, starting in Lakeshore territory. They'll look to capitalize on that on this possession.
Lakeshore with 1 deep safety back there, just making sure nothing gets too far past anyone.
They'll hand it off to Tomas Lane. He breaks a few tackles, and he's all the way down. Looks like to the Lakeshore 19 or 18-yard line. A big first down carry from the senior Tomas Lane.
Yeah, It looks like Portage Central has focused their run down the middle a lot. I feel like as soon as this game expands a little, we'll see them start to go outside and surprise Lakeshore a little bit as soon as they start stuffing the middle.
Mustangs pick up the first down. Ball spot at the 24-yard line. Porter hands it off. That's Tomas Lane. Excuse me, that's Carson Schnurstein. And he'll be tackled at about the Lakeshore 21-yard line. Tackled by Alec Woyan. Will force the Mustangs to Porter under center. Schnurstein in the backfield. And he'll hand it off to Tomas Lane. And Lane will push forward close to a first down. We'll see what they call.
Looks like Lakeshore just cannot stop that run down the middle for Portage Central. Those boys in the trenches are way too strong for Lakeshore right now.
Looks like they'll be about an inch short, it looks like. See if Mustangs will stick to that prominent run up the middle right now. It's worked effectively for the Mustangs so far. Porter under center. Tomas Lane in the backfield. Porter will keep it himself, and he's got the first down. Nice play design right there. Porter keeps it for an easy Mustang first down. Porter under center. Watch for Nick Green to his right. Gabe Johnson out in slot on the right-hand side. He'll pitch it on the outside. That's looks like Carson Schnurstein, and he'll pick up a few. That'll bring up second down and about 6.
It's good gainage there. They finally went outside for one. Seemed like Lakeshore was ready for it, though.
Both defenses have come out strong tonight, both Lakeshore and Portage Central. However, Portage Central threatening here at the Lakeshore 10. Porter will keep it himself, and he'll fight, and he's pushed back, though. Porter had it around looks like the 4-yard line until he's pushed back, but they'll mark forward progress at the 4, and that should be enough for Mustang. Looks like they're actually going to mark him another half-yard short, and it'll bring up another 3rd and 1 at the Lakeshore 4-yard line.
Yeah, again, another run down the middle from Portage Central, but this time it was a read option, and it seems like Porter got them with it.
Porter under center. He'll hand it off. That's Nick Green, and Green's got the first down. Effective drive so far by the Mustangs, running the football. They'll have a chance to punch it in the end zone here and strike first.
Wouldn't be surprised if we see 3 straight runs down the middle here if they can't get it in on the first.
Porter under center. Lane in the backfield. He'll keep it himself, and he's stopped short. He'll lose yardage and be pushed back all the way to the 4 or 5-yard line. Lakeshore is ready for that.
Yeah, finally making a stand against the Portage Central offense that has just been chugging along down this field with run after run going for positive yardage. They finally get a stop when they need to.
First time we've seen the Mustangs run the option tonight. Porter keeps it, but ineffective. That'll bring up 2nd down and 4. Goal to go from the Lakeshore 4-yard line. Porter hands it off. That's Schnurstein. Runs right side. Pushes through. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Portage Central.
Portage Central running to the outside again. Good power run from Carson. Gets into the end zone. Pushes a Lakeshore defender into the own end zone. It's a great run from him.
Carson Schnurstein puts the Mustangs on the board first with a 4-yard touchdown. And Sean Myers will come out to kick the extra point. Great play right there by the Mustangs, and they take a 6-0 lead. Myers will look to add one more. Extra point is good. And Portage Central capitalizes off that good field position. They take the first lead of the game, 7-0, off a 4-yard touchdown by Carson Schnurstein.
Yeah, and that touchdown was all set up from great defense from Portage Central, trapping Lakeshore in their own 10, forcing them to punt from their own 10, and getting that good field position and just chugging their way into the end zone with run after run.
We talked about Portage Central's keys to the game, and our first key was good perimeter blocking, and that was just awesome blocking right there on the right side by the Mustangs, and they were able to push Schnurstein into the end zone. Just great work right there.
Yeah, Portage Central is definitely sticking to their game plan right now. Let's see if Lakeshore has any answer for it.
Portage Central will kick off here. 7-0, about a little over 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Myers will put toe to leather here. Lakeshore will get the ball back. Another good kick from Myers. That'll stall in the end zone. And Lakeshore's offense will come back out onto the field. Last time, started at their own 2-yard line. Had a good first play, but went 3 and out after that. We'll see what they can do today on this drive. And it'll start at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Lakeshore will throw any runs into their game plan. Let's see what they end up doing here.
I imagine Portage Central has made the adjustment to kind of commit to the pass right now. Like Drew said, we'll see if the Lakeshore Lancers will come out here with some run design, confuse this Mustang defense. We talked about their formations they run on offense. They'll run a lot of different looks and give the Mustangs a lot of confusion tonight. But right now, Portage Central has played good and not any confusion right now. And he's tackled in the backfield. Great play by senior Danny Calhoun, and he'll lose a bunch.
Yeah, he read that from the start. I think Portage Central is starting to realize that Lakeshore is looking for that screen. They've gone to that screen 2 times already. This is the 3rd time. This time they actually stop it and make them lose yards.
Ball will be spotted at, looks like about the 16-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Lancers. Dan Duvin will drop back, and they'll hand it off here. And nothing there really on the left side. Mustangs all over that. Looks like he'll even lose a yard back at the 15-yard line. And the Mustangs have another chance to get off the field here on 3rd down. 3rd and long again.
The Mustangs have just been suffocating Lakeshore right now. Nothing seems to be working for Lakeshore. Runs are not working. Passes are falling incomplete. I just don't know what Lakeshore can do now.
3rd and long here. We saw them run that slant inside earlier in the game. We see a similar formation here with 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 on his left. He'll drop back, look for that screen again. He's got a completion, and he'll get solid yardage, but he's still going to be, it looks like, about 5 yards short. And we'll see what the Lancers want to do here.
Looks like they're sending the punt team out.
Lakeshore will punt here, and the Mustangs are able to get off the field again. Force another Lakeshore punt.
Mustangs should be in good field position yet again after a great defensive hold.
This Portage Central defense is just giving nothing to the Lancers right now. High snap, he'll get it away. Another short kick, but takes a good Lakeshore bounce, and they'll spot the ball at about the 49-yard line. Mustangs will take over. Mustangs will take over at their own 49-yard line. Porter under center, Lane in the backfield. He'll give it to Lane, and he'll push forward for about, give or take, 4 yards here on first down. It'll bring up second and about 6.
Lakeshore will take that type of stop each time. The run has been way too successful for Portage so far, so Lakeshore will love a short 3-yard gain on each run.
Mustangs have it. Second down, 6 to go. Once again, Porter under center, Lane in the backfield. He'll keep it. Porter will keep it himself, and he's got a first down and a lot more. Peyton Porter down the sideline. He's at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Mustangs. Peyton Porter, what a run, and he's into the end zone. What a run by the quarterback, Peyton Porter.
Yeah, it's a read option. They decide to go outside. Porter keeps it. Lakeshore has been expecting that inside run, and they finally go outside, this time with a read option. I'd also like to shout out Carson for a great block downfield, never giving up on that play and keeping that Lakeshore defender on his heels.
That's 2 straight drives now where Mustang touchdowns have resulted in that good perimeter blocking we talked about. And what a start for Portage Central. An early 13-0 lead here, looking to add 1 more. Sean Myers' kick is good, and Portage Central takes a 14-0 lead over Lakeshore. And we're back. Portage Central leads the Lakeshore Lancers by a score of 14-0 here. With about a minute to go in the first quarter. Peyton Porter with a heck of a run last drive to extend this Mustang lead. Myers will kick off. Another good kick from Sean Myers. That'll roll into the back of the end zone. And Lakeshore will take over. That Lancer offense will come back out on the field. They'll take over at their own 20. We'll see if this offense can get something going. So far, they've been pretty ineffective on offense. Running back will line up behind Dan Dubin. He's got Matt Vaughn to his left, and they'll hand it off, and that's going nowhere. Mustang front 7 was there once again.
The Lakeshore offense just cannot get anything going right now.
Looks like Alex Tangeman and Joseph Ray, they are on the tackle.
The Mustang defense has been all over Lakeshore right now. This is going to be a big hurdle to climb, being down 14-0 at Portage Central's own field.
We see another interesting formation from Lakeshore. They'll line up with 4 wide receivers on the left. Dan Duvin in the backfield. Shotgun by himself. He'll drop back, look left, and that ball is in the air and incomplete. Once again looking for his big target, Matt Vaughn, and it falls incomplete.
It went right down in front of him. He should have caught that one.
That'll bring up another 3rd and long This Mustang defense is giving nothing to the Lancers right now. They've been barely able to move it downfield at all. And we talked about how Portage Central, they just need to dominate the line of scrimmage and make Lakeshore throw the ball. And they've done that tonight along with good perimeter blocking. So all the keys we talked about for Portage Central have really proved to be effective in favor of the Mustangs so far tonight. Drops back, he'll look right, and just right through the hands of the Lakeshore receiver.
Another drop from Matt Vaughn there. It looks like they're targeting him, but he just cannot catch the ball currently.
Lakeshore goes 3 and out, and they'll send out the punt unit once again. Gavin Gruder back for the Mustangs. Mustangs have another chance to have pretty good field position here as the first quarter winds down from McCamley KNIGHT Field. Alec Wunyan will punt for the Lancers, and a flag's thrown before. Somebody might have jumped early.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense, number 26, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
That'll be a false start and push back Lakeshore even more.
Mustangs yet again look like they'll be getting great field position.
Woyan will punt from his own end zone. Good snap. And that ball is blocked and recovered by the Mustangs for a touchdown. That's, Joseph Gaiman with the touchdown after recovering the blocked punt. Wow, what a play by the Mustangs.
This Mustang defense and special teams unit has been so good so far. What a play.
Wow, what an electric play by the Mustangs special teams unit, able to block the Lakeshore punt, pick it up, run it into the end zone. Great play by Gaiman. And right as the first quarter winds down, the Mustangs score again, and it's 21-0 with 8 seconds to go in the first quarter.
This start for the Mustangs is about as good as they could hope for. 21-0 in the first quarter on senior night. What a way to start the last game on McCamley Field this year.
Mustangs had a great start to this game. They played a fantastic first quarter. And all units, I mean, this offense has moved the ball well right down the field. We saw the special teams just get a touchdown right there. The defense has played outstanding. All units are working together right now for the Mustangs, and they're in complete control. Myers will come out again for the kickoff. I don't think the Mustangs could have asked for a better start to this game. Fantastic first quarter. Pretty much everything has gone their way, and they've been able to do everything they'd hoped to do. As Meyer kicks it off. Another good kick, and it'll pin Lakeshore at their own 20 to start their drive. Lakeshore starts on their own 20-yard line. And Dubin will hand it off right side and just slam down. What a tackle by the Mustangs. Carson Schneerstein with a great tackle on the right side. He'll lose 2 yards, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter here in Portage, Michigan. The Mustangs lead Lakeshore by a score of 21-0, and we'll be back in a few. as we return to action. At the end of the first quarter, Portage Central leads Lakeshore by a score of 21-0. This is the Mustang PCTV network. Dan Dubin will drop back, look left side, and it's complete to about the 25-yard line.
Lakeshore finally completing a pass here. Let's see if they can keep this up.
We saw that first down on the opening drive. Looked like the Lakeshore offense got off to a good start, but we've really seen nothing from them ever since that. That brings up another third down. Lakeshore has to get this here. You can't avoid going 3 and out again. It's going to be tough against this Mustang defense, but it's a critical third down if Lakeshore wants to compete in this game. They'll hand it off left side, and he's got the first down. Strong run. Looks like that's Asher Quinn, sorry, excuse me. Lansers finally pick up a first down on a strong run. Maybe that's what the Lakeshore offense needed to get going tonight. I mean, we haven't seen anything from them that's really wowed us. But maybe that run will get them going. They're gonna need to do something. Bubble screen again to the left side, and he's got room to run. Knocked out of bounds at about the 37-yard line.
Looks like this Lakeshore offense is finally starting to get going here. That first down is not just big because it's a first down. It's getting that confidence back in Lakeshore, making them believe that they can move the ball finally.
That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Fakes the give, screen again, and that's going nowhere. Danny Calhoun was all over that one. And once again, Lakeshore will be faced with another 3rd and long. This Mustang defense has been great so far tonight.
Yeah, the Mustang defense has almost played a perfect game up to this point, finally giving up one of the first downs for Lakeshore. Let's see if they can get another stop here.
3rd and about 7 to go for the Lancers. 2 on the right, 2 receivers on the left, 2 on the right. Running back to his left. Van Duven drops back. Looks, he's got a deep ball, he's wide open, and he overthrows him. He had Caden Griffiths way down the field. Would have been a touchdown, but it's overthrown by Jake Danduven. Lakeshore had a touchdown right there, but it's an overthrow, and instead it'll be a Lakeshore punt.
Touchdown there would be so big for Lakeshore since they haven't been able to get anything going right now. Just a few feet away from getting back into this game.
Lakeshore forced to punt. He'll get it away, and pretty good kick right there, and I'll take a good bounce. Mustangs are going to be pinned back deep all the way at their own 10-yard line. Great punt by the Lancers.
The Lakeshore special teams unit makes up for that really bad touchdown that they gave up. Mustangs are finally going to be starting from their own end. Let's see if they can still manage to get in that end zone.
Lakeshore really needed that pass downfield. That would have been an easy touchdown on their last drive. Instead, it's incomplete, and the Mustangs have a chance to build on this already 3-touchdown lead over Lakeshore. Not what they were looking for. Not the start they were looking for at all. Porter hands it off, and he's got room to run. Nick Green, the ball carrier, will get all the way up to about the 23-yard line. Another first down run by the Mustangs. This run game has just been consistent all season, and it's no different tonight.
Yeah, they keep on running the ball, but teams just have not been able to stop it. The good misdirection, good power running, good balance of everything from the Mustangs in the run game just keeps the defense still on their toes, even though they're assuming a run is coming.
Porter, 3 in the backfield. He'll actually throw it, and he'll look. He finds Calhoun. Great pass by Peyton Porter, and he'll be knocked out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him. Looks like at about the 45-yard line. Woyan with the tackle. But effective throw on the run right there by Peyton Porter finds the senior Calhoun for another Mustang first down.
Yeah, Mustangs looking to catch Lakeshore off guard with a passing play finally. Lakeshore was not ready for that.
Mustangs had another first down opportunity at their own 45. Porter under center, and he'll give it to Lane, and he's got another first down. Tomas Lane bearing out to the 49-yard line of Lakeshore. That should be good enough for another Mustang first down. Another effective Mustang offensive drive right now. They've already entered Lakeshore territory, and this one should be coming back. Looks like someone jumped early for the Mustangs. This is actually going to be called on Lakeshore. Encroachment will move the Mustangs up 5 yards. First and 5 for the Mustangs at the Lakeshore 39. Porter hands it off. That's Tomas Lane. Tackled by Meacham at about the, looks like at the 37-yard line. And it'll bring up 2nd and 2 for Portage Central.
Mustangs building a really good drive right now, starting from their own end, already in Lakeshore's half.
Porter once again under center. Pitches to Green on the left side. He's got room to run. Spins down at the 29-yard line. That's another Mustang first down. We talked about the perimeter blocking earlier in the game. Just once again proving to be great offensive weapon right there. They've been moving the ball really well.
I know Nick Green really wants to get in that end zone after that fumble in the first quarter. Let's see if he can do that this drive.
He'll hand it off to Tomas Lane. Nothing much. He'll make it to about the 26-yard line. He'll get about 3 on first down. Michi with the tackle. Brings up 2nd down and 7 to go. Porter hands it off to Green again, left side. He's got room to run. Nick Green down the sideline. Stays in bounds. Bounces off a defender, and he's inside the 10. Great run right there by the senior Nick Green. And he's all the way down to the Lakeshore 8-yard line. Great run from Green right there. He's having an effective drive.
Great run from Nick Green there. He looked very determined to get in that end zone. He's been leading this offense right now, this drive.
Mustangs will have 1st and goal from the Lakeshore 8-yard line. But first, we'll have a timeout from the Lansers, and we'll take that timeout too. We'll be back in a few. We return to action. Portage Central leads Lakeshore by a score of 21-0 with about 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Porter will hand it off to Nick Green. Nick Green, he's into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown. Nick Green gets that touchdown back that he fumbled earlier, and he'll get a touchdown on senior night and extend this Mustang lead to 27 now.
Must be a great feeling to finally get in that end zone after being so close earlier in the game. And it's an even better feeling doing it on senior night.
Great run right there by Nick Green. Just pushing through defenders effectively. Mustang offense just running all over this Lancer defense tonight. Myers' extra point is once again good. And the Mustangs take a 28-0 lead over Lakeshore here on senior night at McCamley KNIGHT Field. Still over 5 minutes to go in this first half. Based off what we've seen from Mustangs tonight, they should have another chance to extend this lead if their defense can get a stop here. Just all-around effective performances. Great play from the Mustangs so far tonight.
Yeah, what a great drive from the Mustangs, starting in their own 10 and working all the way down the field. Another great thing that Mustangs have been doing, by running the ball, they are chewing that clock, and their clock management in this game could just take them all the way to the end of this game from this point on.
Already 28-0 lead here with 5 minutes in counting left here in the second quarter. If Lakeshore wants to stay in this game at all, they have to score on this drive. Also to note that Portage Central will receive the second half kickoff. Not going to help the Lakeshore Lancers right there either. So if they want to get something going, it's going to have to start on this drive.
Good kick from Sean Myers into the back of the end zone. Converted soccer player.
Mustang defense back out on the field. They've given Lakeshore nothing tonight. Lakeshore's moving the ball last time before the Mustangs effectively stopped them in Mustang territory, but we'll see what they can do on this drive. Lakeshore's got to get something going. Fakes the give, screen again, left side, runs over the defender, and he'll barrel down to about the 26-yard line. Good gain on first down.
It's a good run there, or good catch and run from Zach Ort there, plowing over a Mustang defender before being taken down. It's a good gain from Lakeshore.
Ball be placed at the 27-yard line. Just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Lakeshore will run again, and that's going nowhere. Maybe gets a yard. Mustangs stop him about the 27. They'll say he got a yard, but that's going to bring up another third down. It'll be 3rd and 2 for Lakeshore, and this is one you got to get for the Lancers.
Crucial down right here for Lakeshore. They really need this just to have any chance in this game.
Can't give the Mustangs back the ball with time left here in the first half when you're already down 28-0. We'll see what they do here with a short conversion needed. Hands it off. He'll keep it himself. He'll dive, and he has the first down. Dan Duvin will keep it himself. And Lakeshore will pick up the first down.
It's a good read option there. The Lakeshore quarterback, Jake Duvin, is 6'2", 190 pounds. He is not easy to stop.
Lakeshore with a much-needed third down conversion right there. They'll keep the offense on the field, and they'll line up with 3 wide receivers to the right, one on his left, running back behind him. Bad snap, and Duvin will keep it himself again. This time, nothing really going. He'll maybe get 2 yards up to the 36-yard line. Alex Ramirez, the junior, in on the tackle. That'll bring up second and about 8 to go. If Lakeshore wants to stay in this game, they've got to score in this drive. This offense has got to keep moving. They've committed to the run. Another bad snap, though. And, uh-oh, that one's going way back. A huge loss and great tackling by the Portage Central defense. Gaiman and the senior Peyton Ruthven were there on the tackle.
This Lakeshore offense just looks out of it right now. 2 bad snaps in a row. They just are lacking confidence right now, not getting anything going right now.
That'll bring up 3rd and 14. Long 3rd down for the Mustangs again. For the Mustang defense, excuse me. With just over 2 minutes left here in the first half. Critical for the Mustangs to get a stop here. And they'll look over the middle, and it's intercepted by Gavin Gruder. But there's a flag on the play. But for the moment, the senior Gavin Gruder picks it off for the Mustangs at their own 50-yard line. Penalty marker on the play. This one might be coming back. We saw some contact there. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, there looked to be a little bit of contact before that catch was made. Let's see what the call is.
And Gruder will be called for the PI. Crucial penalty, as that's going to give Lakeshore a first down and take away Gavin's interception. Keep pushing him back here. Looks like there's a bit of confusion, and they'll finally spot this ball at the 45-yard line. Lakeshore will stay on the field after the defensive pass interference takes away the interception. However, the Mustangs still lead 28-0 with exactly 2 minutes left in the first half. Dan Dubin alone in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to his left, 3 on his right. Shotgun formation, takes the snap. He'll look left, another bubble screen, and another good conversion here on first down. Pretty much the only thing being effective for this Lancer offense tonight is that bubble screen. Dan Dubin's been looking to his left and his right pretty quickly for that pass. It's been effective for him, but that's about it. Everything else has been shut down pretty nicely by this Mustang defense.
Yeah, and that screen has barely even been working for them anyways. Mustangs have read that screen a few times. They have to time that screen perfectly if they really want to convert it every time.
That ball is in the air, and it's intercepted by Danny Calhoun. Wow. What a play by the Mustangs, and they'll take over again.
Lakeshore looks for that slant through the middle, and Danny Calhoun is all over that one. Another great stop from the defense.
Seniors making plays all over the field tonight for Portage Central. Another turnover by Dan Dubin, so the interception's taken away by the defensive pass interference earlier in the drive, but Calhoun gets it back here, and the Mustangs will have great field position with a chance to score as the first half winds down with just over a minute left. Awesome play by Danny Calhoun right there. Porter will take it under center, hands it off left side to Nick Green. Lakeshore's all over that. Cohen Hurdle there with the tackle.
I don't think this first half could have gone any better for the Mustangs, aside from that fumble from Nick Green at the start of the game. Defense has been perfect. Offense has been doing their thing. Special teams has even gotten in on a slice of the pie. It's been a great performance all around.
Yeah, all sides of the ball really working together effectively tonight. Porter will look. He'll drop back. He wants the deep ball. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. That was intended for Gavin Gruder. And it looks like that's going to be defensive pass interference.
Mustangs finally throw the ball again. The clock against them at the end of this first half. They kind of needed to. It's a good throw.
This should give the Mustangs an automatic first down here and give them a chance to score. And wow, they're going to call pass interference on the offense. Fans are a little surprised here. That looked like it was surely on the defense. Gruder's confused. Certainly looked like defensive pass interference, but they'll call it on the offense. And that'll push the Mustangs back here with just 43 seconds to go in the first half. Mick Enders is not happy about this call. So instead of the conversion on an automatic first down, that will be pushed back all the way to the 47-yard line. And it'll be a really long second down.
More confusion here. Looks like they're arguing about the spot of the ball.
Yeah, a lot of confusion by this referee team right now. Ball's right now spotted at the 47-yard line of Lakeshore. And that'll be changed to defensive pass interference, what was originally called offensive. I think the referees got that one right there. But yeah, a lot of confusion by the Portage Central coaches and team members, and it'll result in a Mustang first down there. Took the referees a minute to figure all that out, but it'll result in a first down for Portage Central. I think the referees got that call right.
Yeah, they did. It looked pretty clear pass interference against Lakeshore, but for some reason they decided to move the ball backwards.
Porter under center will hand it off, and that's an effective run by Peyton Ruthven all the way down inside the 10. Great run right there by Ruthven, the senior. Griffiths was there on the tackle once again, but they'll mark him a yard short, and Portage Central will take a timeout here with 37 seconds to go in the first half. Mustangs lead 28-0 on the Portage Central News Network. We return to action here. Portage Central has second down and goal to go from the Lakeshore 8-yard line. Mustangs trying to punch it in one more time before the break. Second and goal from the 8. Peyton will hand it off. That's Tomas Lane. And he'll be pushed down to about the 5-yard line. Clock will stop again on another Portage Central timeout, and we'll take that timeout again too. Portage Central picks up the first down there. And now it'll be 1st and goal from the 5. Porter pitches it left. And that's Tomas Lane. And he's into the end zone for a Mustang touchdown. Tomas Lane runs it in from 5 and extends this Mustang lead to 35-0 over the Lakeshore Lancers.
What a first half for the Mustangs so far. Lakeshore has no response for the Mustang offense or defense so far. Just an absolute thrashing right now.
Another rushing touchdown for this Mustang offense. We talked about earlier how there hasn't really been any defenses the Mustangs have faced that are able to stop this run game. And it has a big part from this perimeter blocking and this offensive line. They've all played extremely good tonight. And this run game has just been fantastic all season, and it's no different tonight. Mustangs are up 35-0 here on senior night at McCamley KNIGHT Field over Lakeshore. Myers will kick off again after the Mustang touchdown from Tomas Lane. That extends the lead to 35. Another good kick from Myers. Will not be fielded. Touchback. Just 24 seconds left here in the first half. Portage Central just dominated on both sides of the ball right now. Lakeshore's had no answer for everything the Mustangs have shown them. And heading into the second half, this just isn't a ball game right now. Lakeshore will maybe try to do something here as the first half winds down, but they'll have 80 yards to go in just 24 seconds. And they're just going to take a knee. And they'll head to the locker room. And that'll be the first half. Portage Central dominating Lakeshore on both sides of the ball. It's 35-0 Mustangs on senior night at McCamley KNIGHT Field. We'll be back after halftime. This is PCTV. Welcome back to the Portage Central football coverage tonight powered by PCTV. At halftime, Portage Central leads by a score of 35-0 on senior night over the Lakeshore Lansers. We talked about earlier the keys to the game. Portage Central, good perimeter blocking. They've definitely done that tonight with some touchdowns that wouldn't have been able to happen without that blocking. They've made Lakeshore throw the ball. I mean, Lakeshore has tried both running and passing the ball. They've been ineffective in both ways. I feel like the defense has just played really good tonight, and they dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides of this ball. This offensive line and defensive line just continues to show how powerful they are. And to give you guys a little recap, the game started off with a Mustang touchdown by Carson Schnurstein after a Nick Green fumble. Peyton Porter followed that with a second touchdown, which made the lead 14-0. Joseph Gaiman returned a fumble on a blocked punt to make it 21-0. Nick Green got into the end zone to make it 28-0. Danny Calhoun came away with an interception, and Tomas Lane scored before the half to put the Mustangs up 35-0 in just dominant fashion here in the first half. As we start the second half, Lakeshore will kick off to the Mustangs, when Portage Central will have a chance to extend their already massive lead with the ball first. Now, because it is a 35-point lead for the Mustangs, the second half will have a running clock. And they'll squib it onside here. Picked up by Tomas Lane. He'll run down the right side, makes a man miss, and he'll tumble down to about the 32-yard line. Mustangs will take over right there.
If Lakeshore wants to have any chance of coming back into this game, they're going to have to take risks. And that kickoff there was an example of a risk taken that failed.
Mustangs will start at the 32-yard line. Like we said, it's senior night here at McCamley KNIGHT Field. And there's been playmakers all over the field playing maybe not their last game on McCamley KNIGHT Field with playoffs coming up, but they're having a great senior night. And here's one of them, Carson Schnurstein, running through defenders. Great run right there by Schnurstein. He'll be close to a first down. We'll see where they mark him. And it looks like those chains are being moved, and the Mustangs will pick up a first down. Great run right there by Schnurstein.
Carson Schnurstein has been very good in the power run game so far. He's been running over defenders and has been very hard to tackle.
Mustangs will have first down at the 42-yard line. Porter will hand it off to Schnurstein again, and he'll pick up a few to the 46-yard line. He'll pick up about 4, and we'll bring up second down and 6. Mustangs have ran a balanced game tonight in the backfield. Carson Schnurstein has gotten carries. Nick Green has gotten carries. Tomas Lane has gotten carries. Peyton Ruthven we've seen back there as he just entered the game for Tomas Lane. And they've just all been effective. And the Mustangs have just dominated in that category all season, and that's no different tonight as they just put on an offensive dominance. And it looks like there's a Lakeshore player cramping right down there. And we'll probably step aside for a minute as it's the PCTV network. As we return to action here, Portage Central, second down, 6 to go from their own 46-yard line. Porter, under center, will hand it off to Schnurstein. Leaps over the defender. He'll get out. Looks like the forward progress about the 51-yard line. They'll be a yard short. Bring up a 3rd and 1 for this Mustang offense. This game was close last year. Portage Central went on the road at Lakeshore and competed in a game where Portage Central had a chance to make the playoffs. And unfortunately, they finished as the 33rd out of 32 teams who made the playoffs last year. Mustangs won this game in a closer fashion than what we're seeing here tonight. But right now, Mustangs are comfortably in the playoffs regardless of what happens tonight. But right now, it looks like the Mustangs are well on their way to a few playoff games this season. As we have a quarterback change, Rylan McNally's in the game for the Mustangs. Sophomore quarterback. And they'll move the chains, it looks like, for a first down for Portage Central. McNally under center, will hand it off. He'll look to pass, actually, and that ball is just thrown away, but it seemed like there was a bit of a late hit there. McNally hit while he throws. No call, and it'll bring up second down.
In the NFL, that might be a roughing the passer call, but this is high school football. That is not going to get called.
Like we said, clock running as we stand just at 9 minutes and 13 seconds already here in the second half. McNally gives this Mustang offense a different look than Porter, and Green gets the carry, runs left side. Nothing really there, though. It'll bring up third and about 9. Going back to McNally, he's a pocket passer. His size obviously gives him the advantage in that situation, but they'll use him for that. I think obviously we'll see him kind of run the same offense as Porter, but he has the ability to throw the ball and obviously stand in the pocket with his size. We'll see what they do here the rest of the game. We'll see how the quarterback position kind of plays out for the rest of today. Obviously, great job by Peyton Porter today, commanding this Mustang offense to 35 straight points. And just great performance overall. Flag on the play. And that'll be encroachment on number 44 for Lakeshore. That's Juan Garcia Trejo. Move the Mustangs forward 5 yards on third down. It'll be third and about 4 to go after the penalty. Mustangs at the Lakeshore 42-yard line. Romack under center. Here's the give. He'll keep it himself, actually. On the option, slides, and it looks like he has the first down. Rylan McNally keeps it himself.
Good read option there. Usually you see that from Porter, but they're letting the new quarterback get some touches on the ball. Maybe trying to conserve Peyton Porter for future games.
Yeah, don't want to risk the injury of our quarterback here late in the game when the Mustangs already lead 35-0. We'll see the sophomore get some action. Lane in the backfield alongside Green and Schnurstein. They'll give it to Schnurstein. Carson runs right. He's got room to run at the 25, barreling down to the 21-yard line. Great run right there and great blocking by this Mustang offense. He'll be marked at the 20-yard line. That's an 18-yard carry for the senior. Another first down puts the Mustangs in the red zone again.
Another big run. That clock is just chugging away every single time the Mustangs get this ball on offense. This game will not last much longer if the Mustangs keep on running the football like this.
Mustangs threatening again here. Could extend their lead to 42. Romack under center. Lane in the backfield. He'll give it to Lane. And he'll be stuffed to the line of scrimmage for just about a yard. Zach Ort on the tackle for Lakeshore. It was interesting to see what Lakeshore team we were going to see tonight. We obviously talked about how 2 weeks ago the Lansers fell to St. Joe 35-0. Not even scoring, but last week at home they led Northern. That's a pass. That's Gavin Alex Tangeman. He's in the end zone for a Mustang touchdown. Rylan McNally throws it to Alex Tangeman, and the Mustangs extend their lead. McNally gets his first touchdown pass of the evening. Beautiful ball there. 19-yard touchdown pass to the senior, number 10, Alex Tangeman. Mustangs just dominating Lakeshore right now.
Yeah, that play there had the Lakeshore defense completely confused, left Tangeman wide open, and the Mustangs are spreading the ball around. Every senior is getting a touch on this ball on senior night.
Extra point is good. Portage Central 42, Lakeshore 0. This is the PCTV Network. As we return to action here, Portage Central dominating Stevensville Lakeshore by a score of 42-0 with just under 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Game has been dominated by the Mustang defense and run game. Kind of been the story of the season. Continues tonight. Lakeshore will take it from their own end zone. And he'll be stopped at about the 20-yard line, 21-yard line. Here comes the Lakeshore offense. Haven't been able to get anything going tonight. Obviously, with a loss here tonight, Lakeshore, this is going to be their final game of the season. So obviously, this is the seniors' last chance of high school football. Obviously, they're gonna play the rest of the game with the best they've got. You know, give it their best effort, as it's the last time they'll see the field tonight, bearing any crazy comeback. Drops back, looks left side. He's got a completion to Zach Ort. New quarterback is Landon Hall. Landon Hall is a 6'2" freshman for the Lansers. So, new look in under center.
Lakeshore may be looking to prepare their future of the program by getting their freshman quarterback some touches, getting him some game experience.
Hall, shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He'll look to Ort again. Catch is made, and that's good enough for a Lakeshore first down. Really, outside of these bubble screens and short passes, Lakeshore just hasn't really been able to move the ball tonight. We've seen effectiveness from that screen, though, over and over, but that's about it. We haven't really seen anything else from this offense that's been able to move down the field. Drops back. He'll look short and look for Ort, but Gruder was right there, and the pass is dropped. Pass was intended for Ort again, who they've gone to multiple times in this drive already. Second and 10 from their own 32-yard line. For the confidence of these non-seniors, I'm sure it'd be nice to hang some points on the board here in the second half at some point. We'll see what they can do. Hall drops back, freshman will look to air it out. He's got a receiver that's in double coverage, and it's underthrown and dropped. He was looking for Caden Griffiths. Ball's a bit underthrown. Lakeshore takes a deep shot there. Falls incomplete, however, and they'll bring up another 3rd and long.
Yeah, Lakeshore's looking to pass the ball a lot now. Being down by so much, it's really their only option, and it makes the defense for the Mustangs a lot easier to predict what Lakeshore is going to do.
Third and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Freshman drops back, looks right, and he throws a good ball. That's hauled in by, it looks like, Matt Vaughn. Matt Vaughn with the reception for Lakeshore, and it's another 1st down.
Yeah, there's that slant that Lakeshore has been looking for. It's been hit or miss right now. It's either been intercepted or completed usually. Let's see if they go back to that any more times.
We talked about that running clock. We're already down under 2 minutes, 1 minute and 39 here left in the 3rd quarter already. They'll hand it off to Quinn. Quarterback in shotgun formation by himself. Looking deep again. He's got an open receiver. That's Ort, and he's got a big gain for Lakeshore, who's moving the ball down into Mustang territory.
Good moves after that catch to get some extra yards after the catch. Great elusiveness.
Lakeshore's got to like what they're seeing from their freshman quarterback on the strive right here, really moving the ball effectively. Tangeman on there on the tackle. Another 1st down though, however, for Lakeshore.
This has been the most positive drive Lakeshore has had yet. Almost getting in the field goal range now. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Once again, alone in the shotgun. 4 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. And they will let the clock run out here. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Portage Central scores again, and it's 42-0 as we head into the 4th quarter. This is PCTV. Action returns here at senior night at McCamley KNIGHT Field. Portage Central 42, Lakeshore 0. Hall will look deep. He's got an open receiver. Underthrown, but they're going to call a flag on the play. The sophomore Bloomquist can't believe it. That looked like a weak call to me, but he's going to get flagged for defensive PI right there.
Yeah, Porter just not looking like he was making a play for the ball there. The ref didn't see him really turn his head at all. He looked like he was just going for the man there. That is why the pass interference is called.
Ball is underthrown, which makes this penalty a bit confusing, but thrown into triple coverage, Lakeshore gets away with a break right there. Ball will be placed at the 15-yard line. Lakeshore trying to get in the end zone for the first time tonight. Hall will keep it himself, and he's got nowhere to run. Carson Schnurstein in there with Tangeman on the tackle, and he'll get stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Mustangs would love to keep a 0 up on that board, or at least keep Lakeshore out of the end zone here on senior night.
One on the play, second down and 11.
Lakeshore has second down and 11 to go. Clock winding down inside 5 seconds here. And Lakeshore is going to take a timeout, and we'll take that with them. Lakeshore at the Portage Central 16-yard line, 11 to go here on second down. Bad snap, picked up by Hall, looks left corner of the end zone. Not end zone, but near the 10-yard line. And they're going to say it's hauled in. Nice catch right there.
It's a great throw from the freshman quarterback there. If you're a Lakeshore fan or student that is not a senior, you got to be looking forward to the future with him at quarterback. He has looked excellent so far.
Caden Griffiths with a good reception right there. Also a freshman. So freshman to freshman connection right there for the Lansers. Maybe some future potential here for Lakeshore heading into the next few years for this program. Two receivers to his right, two to his left. He's got Quinn in the backfield to his left. Hall drops back, and he's fumbled the snap, but he falls on top of it. But that was third down.
That's so unfortunate for Lakeshore there. They just can't have anything going their way for them this game. So unlucky.
Just another bad snap for Lansers. I mean, it seems it's kind of been an issue all game tonight. I assume they'll go for this. 4th and 10. Got nothing to lose. Ball spot at the 15-yard line. They'll have to get to at least the 5. Running out of time here with just 2 seconds on the play clock. He'll drop back, and it's incomplete. And will they say intercepted? It doesn't matter. It's a turnover on downs. And Portage Central will take over once again. Another stand by this excellent Mustang defense.
Yeah, again, another bad snap to the quarterback. Maybe if that snap was a little bit better, the quarterback could have gotten that throw out and maybe a completion and maybe even more.
Portage Central will take over at their own 15-yard line. McCamley hands it off, inside run. He'll just get a yard. Winding down 8 minutes here in the fourth quarter. Portage Central 42, Lakeshore 0.
This drive goes as planned for the Mustangs. This game could almost be over by the end of this drive.
Second down and 8 for the Mustangs. We're now starting to see some of those second and third stringers get an opportunity to get in the game. That's junior Deshaun Johnson for the Mustangs handling the carries right now. This is just a fantastic win for Portage Central tonight. This game couldn't have gone any better for the Mustangs and these seniors on senior night tonight. Really just played a perfect game all around, as it's a big run right there by Deshaun Johnson.
Yeah, good run there. It's just showing that any Mustang can be successful tonight. They've just gotten everything that they want tonight.
Excuse me, that was Connor Fritz, the senior. Came in for Johnson on that last play. Great run right there by Fritz. McCamley under center. Johnson in the backfield. Hands it off to Johnson. And he's got room to run. First down to Deshaun Johnson. Cross the 50-yard line. That's another Mustang first down. They'll move the chains again.
Mustangs just keep on chugging along. Lakeshore has had no response all night for this run. Even the second and third stringers are getting a piece now.
First and 10 on the Lakeshore 48-yard line. McCamley hands it off to Fritz. Fritz move in the pile. Fritz and Tomes comes into the game for the Mustangs. Second down, 7 to go at the Lakeshore 45-yard line. I'll hand it off to Johnson. Johnson will get a few yards. That'll bring up third down as his clock now sits at 4.5 minutes left in this ball game. I would imagine if Portage Central continues to pick up these first downs on this drive, this game is all but over.
Yeah, and the way it has been going so far, it looks very possible. One more good run and it is over probably.
Just over 4 minutes here. On third down, I'll hand it off to Johnson. And he is stuffed at the 40-yard line. Excuse me, Fritz on the ball carrier. He'll get 3, but it'll be 4th and 2. And I imagine the Mustangs will keep their offense out there. Short conversion.
It's a very awkward position right here. Too far to kick, a little close to punt, so they might go for this.
Mustangs have been so effective running the ball tonight. This should be a no-brainer for Mick Enders in this offense to go ahead and go for it here. Romack under center. Johnson gets the carry, and he's got the first down. Portage Central picks up the first down on 4th and 2. And with the clock running, this game will be over very shortly. Following this week, the Mustangs will participate in the MHSAA playoffs. We're unsure of their opponent just yet, but we know the Mustangs will be there. And it's a good chance the Mustangs will be home due to their undefeated SMAC record and just great season they've had. The Mustangs should be proud of their performance tonight and proud of their season as they'll finish the regular season 7-1. It's a big run right here by Johnson, moving defenders all the way down to the 22-yard line. Deshaun Johnson making some noise here. The junior moves the chains once again for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I like what Deshaun does there. He's kind of patient in the run, lets the play develop in front of him. He doesn't sprint ahead. He lets the play develop.
Good running right there by Johnson as his clock is now under 2 minutes. Portage Central is just a minute and 45 away from clinching a blowout senior night victory as Fritz gets the ball here. He's still running inside the 10. He'll be stopped, tackled down at the 12-yard line. Great run right there by senior Connor Fritz. Mustangs threatening once again as this game winds down.
What a moment it would be for Connor to get in the end zone on senior night. Doesn't get many minutes during the season, but this could be his moment.
Obviously, this team, the coaches don't want to run up the score, but you've got some seniors out there playing. They obviously want to get them some of their last carries here, maybe as a Mustang. And looks like they'll just head into victory formation. And the Mustangs will officially finish this game with a score of 42-0, as clock is now under a minute. Once again, to give you a small recap of the scoring tonight for Portage Central, it started off early with a touchdown by senior Carson Schnurstein, followed by a second touchdown by the quarterback on a great run from Peyton Porter. Third Mustang touchdown was scored by a special teams block return touchdown, Joseph Gaiman. And the fourth touchdown was scored by Nick Green, and finally Danny Calhoun with the interception, and Tomas Lane with the touchdown before halftime. In the second half, Tangeman got in on the action and put up the Mustangs' sixth touchdown of the game to put them up 42-0. And that's the game, folks. Portage Central defeats Stevensville Lakeshore by a score of 42-0 on senior night here at McCamley KNIGHT Field. Overall, great performance from the Mustangs, both offensively and defensively. A lot to be proud of heading into the playoffs. We'd now like to take a chance to honor the seniors playing on the field tonight for Portage Central, starting with Carson Schnurstein, following with Nick Green, Gabe Johnson, Peyton Ruthven, Danny Calhoun, Alex Tangeman, Gavin Gruder, Tomas Lane, Khalil Stuckey, Hayden Peterson, Levi Pipercool, Avery Sproul Mason, Connor Fritz, Max Winchester, Daniel Wazalowski, Owen Thomas, Caden Summers, Jake Longman, Trent Wolf. Portage Central defeats Lakeshore 42-0, and these seniors get one of their last games at McCamley KNIGHT Field with a victory. Thank you for tuning into this exclusive coverage of Mustang football on the Portage Central channel, powered by PCTV. For me and my broadcast partner, Drew Kucera, I'm Ben Sonday, saying good night and go Mustangs.